Have you ever felt at any point in your life where you were surrounded by many people that were shining, they were thriving, but you were just standing there paralyzed, unable to move, unmotivated, uninspired, not sure how to grow and move to the next level? You probably were in a rut. I have been there in a rut, but I will tell you, once I discovered one amazing discovery, changed the impact of my life. And that was mapping a vision for my life. I shall say mapping a new vision for my life. So my question to you is, what if you can design the life that you wanted, that you've envisioned? Well, you can. It's just as simple as making a decision to map out a new vision for your life. Now, when you say, what is it, you might ask, what is it mapping your vision? Well, vision is something that shows your goals. It displays your goals. It displays your desires. It displays the woman or the man that you desire to be. And when you start to map that vision out, it can be symbolized on paper. It can be symbolized on some type of board or vision board, or it could be like myself, where I actually went from just pen and paper to creating a shelf in a space that I'm most often in that displays a lot of my goals and my desires, and it represents who I am. It's a lot that's displayed on that shelf, but it's actually my map. It's how I map the vision for my life, how I've been able to be in position to have it all. I feel I have it all. And I will tell you, mapping your vision is not about arts. It's not just about crafts, even though those things are important when creating one, but it's about your physical, your emotional, your mental well-being, having inner peace. A lot of that comes from mapping your vision. And when you start to map your vision, you start to spark something in your RAS. So RAS is your reticle activating system. That's the most critical part of our brain. And what it does is it processes, it filters, a lot of the sensory data in our brain. And when you start to do something like create a vision, create your vision board, you start to activate RAS. And what starts to happen is now those goals and those dreams that you've displayed and that you are really focusing on manifesting in your life, now there's opportunities that start to be created. Now there's a mind shift change that starts to happen because you now have mapped out the vision. You now have told your brain, I want to replace this old vision with a new vision for my life. So what starts to happen is things like clarity comes in your life. The clutter in your body and your mind, it starts to flow out. And guess what? Clarity now has space and grace to move in. So clarity is so important. And then there's a shift in the mindset, because now when you are focused and you engage that vision board or that vision, that vision board or the vision you have on paper, mapped down on paper, or the vision shelf like myself, what you do, you start to activate that RAS, that part of your brain that says, we're no longer thinking in this way. We are thinking in another way, probably a way of abundance, shall I say. So you start to do things there, and then just having it causes visualization. See, what you see is what you tend to be. You'll start to see things a whole lot different in life. You won't be standing there watching the spotlight. Guess what? You'll start to see the spotlight is within you. You can make it shine from the inside out. And then last would be, I would say, probably emotional engagement. It just evokes something when you have a vision and a vision, some sort of vision board for your life. Now, I just want to give a few things to be aware of. When you're creating this vision, this mapping this vision and this space for your life, let it be in a place where you see it constantly. If it's hidden from you, whatever you hide will not thrive. So you have to make sure it's visible. This is why mine is in a room that I'm constantly in, why I see it. And what that does is it causes me to do what? Focus on it. And what we focus on, it tends to what? It tends to grow. So having it in that type of place is great. And make sure that you attach affirmations and positive words of belief next to it. See, when you looked at my shelf, I have tons of prayer cards and tons of affirmation cards, because those are the things that keep me motivated as I am creating and manifesting and mapping out that vision for my life. So I want to tell you that don't wait. You may be asking when you should start. You should start right now. You should start it in this moment. Don't wait until you have something. You don't need a shelf. If you have a pen and a paper, if you don't have a pen and a paper, I'm sure whatever device, your cell phone you're watching this on, grab it and start mapping that vision out now. And then I'm going to be sure to link my website so you can get my free download. And with that download, you can see we've already covered the first step, mapping the vision out, but you'll see 4 other steps to fast track your way and your life to ownership. It is so important. Ownership is about owning your thoughts, owning your mind, controlling your inner, controlling your life in the most positive, in the most magnifying way. It's about using that part, allowing that RAS, right? That critical part of your brain to manifest the life that you desire. So check that out. It is free. Check it out. It will give you a few of the steps to fast track your life. So I challenge you now, create your vision board. Let me know in the comments if you already have a vision board and how it's going, or you've already mapped that vision out, or if you're just getting ready to start it, let me know as well. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next session, hasta luego.